So what you need to do is come up here to the AI button, push that, and it'll give you the AI tracking thing. You need to go into auto, and then your little box thing where you draw the box around is here. And here's where you can draw a box around whatever.
Okay, but I need to draw Ellie, but it's not
so
facing her.
I'll show you. Let me, it'll face her in a second. To get the camera to move around, I usually just take and draw with my hand, and it'll move it in that direction.
Okay, so
Just watch what it's doing.
oh yeah.
And then so up here,
And then you can draw
we're a
Ellie.
bit laggy today. Is it in Wi-Fi or is it in?
It's in the house.
Okay. And that's now
So
tracking
she's
Ellie.
got her. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All
and
right.
So it's recording, so that's all good.
Okay, so I'm live now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then I'll pop this on. All right. Right. It's Miss Ellie. It's Miss Ellie. And my socks are annoying me. I'm going to move them around a bit. They're just feeling strange. Right, there we go. So, it's actually quite warm this morning. We'll see how we go with this warm weather. Today, we had a beautiful foggy morning. Those of you who were here earlier in the morning, it looked like Silent Hill. All right, now let's just make sure we got this right. We do have that right, yes we do. Make sure we got it right. Make sure we get ourselves where we're going to go. Got ourselves wherever it should be. Make sure there's nothing pulling here. She's pretty good with this. Okay. Have a bit of a stretch before we start. Up and over. Back. In case I need to get off quickly in any of these kinds of movements, I want to know that I can actually do it.
Nebula Nomad is dropped in and said, hey, can't stay long, just dropping by to say hello, hope you're having a good day.
Hi Neb, thank you. Yep, I'm just starting my ride, so just doing a little bit of work. Here we go. Thanks for dropping by. I want her to listen about this barrel again. We're going to have the battle of the barrels again. Something I don't want to do at all. Just get her a little bit warmed up with a bit of movement. No, we're going to listen. We're listening. Let's listen. That's right. And she's really being silly with the bit this morning. So we're not going to play this game. She's been very naughty. She just won that one, so I'm going to have to correct that. You need to turn it. And until she gives, I'm not going to let up. I'm just not. Till she gives in the right direction. I'm going to be a bit harsher today because she's been silly again on this side. We want to communicate well. We want her listening. We don't want her not listening. I want a smooth transition into this movement. So I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to think about this before we go anywhere and do anything faster than that, because what I'm wanting, I'm wanting her to not be silly. I've been riding her often without the bridle for the last couple of days. It's more so been, and I'm going to be harsh on her right now because I want her to really feel this movement to this side. I don't want to fight with her. I want her to understand that the pressure's going to come off at a certain point. It's fine on this edge. So she's right with going this way. Good. I want her to be right with going this way. There we go. That's better. I think I figured out what the issue is. Because she has a little bit of a grabber here, this part here is, I'm going to rethink about how I'm going to do this bit, because that's kind of choking her up there. So we might just hang that down here, and now we'll see. If she's got nothing bothering, there we go. So there we go, we figured that one out. Wasn't her, it was the rope, the pressure of the rope on the other side I didn't consider. So now she has no issue with turning this way. That's why she's got no issue turning this direction, because there's no pressure from that side. So if we turn this way again, we shouldn't have any pressure. Whoop. And we release as soon as we give. Release on the give. On the give. Good girl. All right. Good job. So that little tiff that we just had, now and let it be. Actually, what I'll do, I'll tie the lead rope around here. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good. At least she's willing to do that. No, if you're spending money, it doesn't sound weird. You should ask questions. And I think they appreciate it because you're not. Then they know that you're not wasting their time. You're actually very. Yeah. That's not bad. So can you hear me now? So I'm just walking her around now. Sorry for the sound glitch. We just had a battery die on the sound unit. Now you should be able to hear me. Okay. And I want to say hello and thank you to everybody who's watching. I do appreciate the people that do view. It also gives me confidence when I know people are watching. It does give me confidence to feel as if I'm not alone by myself out here, even though I do have Josh there. But it does help. The support helps. It does mean a lot. I'm very grateful. So she's anticipating that barrel every time. And what we want is for her to not anticipate, but to listen to the here and now. It's all well and good to anticipate things, but you've got to listen to the here and now. Yep. We didn't quite get what we were doing. Now she's listening to the here and now. And we'll turn. So this young horse is being very smart right now and listening nicely. And we'll trot. Trot. Come on. Trot. And whoa. Whoa. She's going to run straight into the barrel. That was my fault. I hope that does not happen again. I completely freaked out then. She went into a canter, but suddenly, like I was trying to get her into one a little earlier, and I think I was doing it half-heartedly. I wasn't really pushing my seat. My back is a bit sore today, so I'm kind of, oh yeah, there's definitely some soreness there. So, woody. So I'm probably still sore from, like I said yesterday, all that tension I had trying to climb up on top and do the stand-up, which I haven't tried it on this saddle. Rather slippery. Good girl. Oh, so good. Oh, these shoes are very slippery. Last thing I want to do is have... There we go. Well, no. Too slippery. I don't want to slam down on her back. That would be a disaster. It would be very dangerous for her. Very, very bad. And probably pretty bad for me too. So I've got to be careful, and I really need to be very smart about doing these things so she's not having any kind of strain or injury that's not necessary. And trot. And trot. So she's been a bit reluctant to move. Sometimes they do this. It can be just a defiance thing with young horses. It can just be, I want to be out. I can see all those other guys over there doing what they're doing and you're ignoring me. And yep. She just left it too late then. She didn't want to, well, we kind of dipped it a little bit there. There's a little dip there. She's got it a bit more sure-footed. We need to start moving around doing different things because yep. Canter. Canter. There we go. And that was nice. That was a proper canter there. There's that dip that we went in last time. She missed it this time, so that's good. So I got a decent little bit of a canter there. I am just very shocked at how tired I get doing this. It's like my body's being slammed. It's because I'm not sitting right. She's doing everything right. This is just my poor posture and balance issue. She, on the other hand, is really listening beautiful. I really can't fault her right now. She might have been a bit reluctant earlier, but right now she's absolutely listening to what I'm asking. I'm asking for a nice, steady walk, nice turning without crunching the barrel. See how she goes around this bit. Beautiful. She didn't try and slam into the barrel that time. So see, we are getting progress. And I would say that the slamming of the barrel was because I've accidentally directed her somehow without realising what I've said with my body language to her. And she's gone super tight, thinking, you want me to go tight? I'll go tight. But it's so tight that we're knocking the barrels down, which is not what we want to do. We don't want to knock anything down. And there we go again. Lovely tight barrel there. Now we're going to forget about the barrel. We're going to go on the outline of the fence and through some tyres then. And this is how we're going to go. At a nice walking pace, just getting ourselves ready for this. Here we go. And of course, these are beautiful movements that she's giving me. Lovely swing of the back of the hips. Lovely disengagement of the hind end. Really lovely work. Listening beautifully to what I'm asking. Look at that. So I'm really not having to make too much effort, which is that's where we want to get to, where we don't have to make an extreme effort to get somewhere. We can just coordinate between ourselves together as a partnership where we both sort of understand each other. And she's working so hard to understand me. I feel a little bit sorry for Ellie because sometimes my brain isn't exactly wired right, and it doesn't always. Oh, good girl. I don't always give the exact commands that I should be giving, and she gets a bit confused, and that is not her fault. That is my mental confusion and brain fog. So the days I have a really bad brain fog, I do confuse her at times. But she's such a patient, lovely girl that she honestly looks after me quite well. I mean, I couldn't ask for. She's just lovely. We'll do a bit of walk on. Bit of side walking. Good girl. Good job. Turn round. And this is not easy for her either because she's only purely relying on my neck rein here, because normally I'd be using my foot and my foot's over the other side. So for her to have good response to the neck rein like this, and this is where it all comes together. All these cues that we give. Walk, walk, walk. Good girl. And drop. And drop. Drop, drop. Good girl. So all that hard work of getting them to understand the neck rein and walk on, and to understand how it is that you're sitting on them, what you're asking, to know when to go when you ask and when to not go if you're frightened or afraid, and wool. And an instant relaxation and drop right there. Beautiful. And these little exercises that are always different but work out to be very worth doing. There's a lot of stuffing around for her. She has to tolerate it quite a bit. As you can see there, she's licking and chewing. She's like, okay, I understand. You just want to sit at the back. That's all you want to do. And I trust her so much today that I'm even willing to go out on a limb and put myself over almost backwards. But then I'm going to give up right now because I'm fallen. But you did good. You did good. You did. You did well. Come over here, Bobby. She's just such a good horse. Like, you would see this with an older horse. You know, 10-year-old, 15-year-old. And this girl is truly advanced for her age with understanding of people. She's got a kind, really kind nature with people. Come on. Come dear, Bubby. You're all dear. Very, very nice behaviour. See if she'll hook on. Come on, Bub. See how long she'll hook on for. Because that's the thing that we did have a bit of an issue with her hooking on in a big open space. Because she's quite intelligent. She knows that the space is open and that she can go away from me if she wants to. So, come on. Nice barrel. Whoa there. Whoa there. Come on. So she's just realised that she can go away. So I'm going to ask her to... She's going, whoa. Ellie. Ellie. So she's coming over to the camera and having a bit of a look. All right. Come on, Bubby. She says, isn't this the finishing point? Don't we finish here? You know where the camera is. Yes, you do, you funny girl. Oh. I also think she wants Josh to let her go. All right, we're not done yet. Come on. Let's go. This time I'm going to mount on the opposite side. Give a bit more practice at getting on this side. 1, 2, 3, and up and down. Up. There we go. Lovely. Good girl. Good girl. So it's a quiet morning today. It's a very sleepy feel of Sunday. I probably won't ride tomorrow. I'll probably give her a day off. I've got a busy day myself, so I'll probably be leaving her to her own devices, and I think the other guys are going to come down here in a second. Zara and Toki. Whoop. Here they come. And I'm going to stay on this time. I'm going to stay on. And she's listening and watching them all run. And she's being really good. That's something usually I'll get off and freak out. But Mr. Toki is thinking about what he's going to do. And Ellie is thinking about what they're both doing and thinking she wants to be able to do what they're doing. So... Yep. more than happy to go in this direction. She wants to see what they're all up to. We'll see if she wants a drink. She might be thirsty. Maybe. Maybe not. Hup. Come on. Oh, well. Oh. I just went totally forward then. And again, I keep going forward. I don't want to do that. That's not a good thing to do. Not a smart move to make. Good girl. I'm trying to use the neck reining as much as possible. Whoa, now she went straight into a canter then, and I wasn't expecting she would. So, that kind of... She says, they're all doing stuff, and I want to do it. And I says, well, soon you'll finish. You're being such a good girl. We'll slow things down and finish up. Did you get your picture yet? What I do want to start doing too is a bit more flat work with her, where I have that circular motion happening, just like we would if we were in a round yard, but over here instead, that flat work round movement. It is a bit slippery in here. The clay is like dust. It's a bit like a weird form of sand, but it's not, it's slippery. It's not thick enough to, you'll slide on it more than you'll, like sand you've got some grip with. Good girl. Good job. That's a new movement, so she's a bit weird about it. She's like, I don't know about that. Oh. Oh. Right. Well, I think that'll do for today. She's done a very good job. Toki is eating the fence again, which isn't good. And what I might do is just get her, I'll let her go here today because she's done so well. It's good to change spots where we let them go so they never know where. So they're not always anticipating to go somewhere to finish. There's always a new spot to go. Yeah. She says, oh, I'm glad it's finished. Wasn't a very long ride, but it was a good one. We had a very good bonding time. Actually, let's just hang that here for a second. I will keep the saddle on until I get her over to her place, and then we'll take it off out there. Then she can have her time out. Do you think you'll go today to pick up the thing?
I don't know. I still can't decipher. She sent 2 photos of her sitting in the fucking drums, and I still can't tell if they're mini drums or not.
She could be little.
Yeah.
Can't you ask the size of the kick drum?
Well, I just asked her to take a photo of the side of the Toms, because the Toms has the model name listed. It'll say junior if it's a junior kit. Mind you, it's funny, the junior kit actually sounds really good, even though it's small. I don't know. Just don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky.
If I bought a brand new one, I could just save up a little bit and just get a new one.
Yeah. Good girl. Oh, she's your big snuggles. Big cuddles. There's a nail. Look,
Yeah, they wash up all the time.
you don't want that getting in their hoof.
No.
That's for sure. No, we don't want that getting in your hoof. Right, well, I'm going to take her back and get her unhooked. I'm just wondering, because if you are going, oh, it's all right, I'll stay here anyway. She can go back out and have her morning lunch time over there. That'll be fine. No, I was just wondering if you were going, like, if you wanted me to go with you, but I'm just thinking,
I don't know.
I've got to go into town tomorrow, so it might be best for me to just go in tomorrow. I've got to get the car done in the morning.
Yeah, I'll just see. I mean, look, I don't even know. $400. Even if it is the junior one, the smaller one, it might be better anyway because it can
Less
fit,
space.
you know,
Yeah, it might be.
The only thing I really need.
How much new is the junior one of the Pearl kit?
700.
Oh, yeah.
So, but what I would need to do is I'd need to get some. I'd need to get some Remo to give it the tone that I want. But
Why don't you just get a better drum kit that's already kitted out?
that's what I'm thinking.
It's probably cheaper.
Yeah.
You're probably better off getting a better one that's got everything that you need. There goes Mark, who owns the cows up the road. He always comes past, going up to do the cattle. Good girl. I don't know why she stands like that hoof like that. Sometimes it looks a bit strange. Well, she's done well. Miss Ellie. Miss Fabulous Ellie. Oh, such a beauty. Yeah, come on. All right, well, we can switch that off now. Thanks, guys. Anyone who did watch, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day.